You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Hey guys, what's poppin'? Today I'm going to be going over 6 realistic and practical must-dos to build wealth in your 20s. People who dedicate themselves to the next 6 points will be in much better shape going into their 30s compared to 90% of all other people in their 20s. So let's get it. Must-do number 1. Pay off all high-interest debt as soon as possible. High-interest debt is one of the biggest factors that usually keep people poor. It's a proven fact that paying off high-interest debt early will save you more money in the long term. The longer you wait, the more interest payments you'll have to pay. So before you start building wealth, pay off all high-interest debt. This will clear a major roadblock and give you the freedom to start building your wealth. Must-do number 2. Build your credit score. One thing that schools don't teach you is that your credit score determines if you are able to get an apartment, get a mortgage, get a car loan, or even have low interest rates. If you have absolutely no credit history, the best way to get started is by opening a secured credit card. A secured credit card will initially take a down payment, for example, $500, and use that as your credit limit. Banks are initially trying to see if you can be responsible enough with your credit before giving you a real credit card with a real credit limit. A perfect example of a secured credit card is the Discover It secured credit card. Once you open a credit card, you want to follow these 5 rules. Pay your credit card bill on time, pay your credit card bill in full, keep your credit utilization, aka how much you spend compared to your credit limit low, only spend what you can afford to pay back, and lastly, read your statements every month to verify your spending. The bottom line is, building your credit score early in your 20s will open up so many doors of opportunity for you down the line. Must-do number 3. Save more than you spend. Your 20s are initially a free pass to live like you're broke because no one really cares about what you have anyways. Save as much money as you can and really try to live a frugal life. Some ways to be more frugal include living with your parents, living with roommates, driving an older car, and cooking at home. The biggest point here is when you're in your 20s, no one really cares how you live, so you can live frugally without anyone batting an eye. I see so many people in my age group that are partying every weekend, going out every weekend, clubbing, spending lots and lots of money, but I know for a fact that these people aren't millionaires. Now, I'm not against socializing or going out, as I do too sometimes, but knowing how to limit yourself and delay gratification will help you soar like an eagle in your 30s. Build your financial foundation up early, and you will thank yourself later in life. A key part of saving is to have an emergency fund built up. According to a survey from Bankrate, over half of Americans have less than 3 months of emergency savings saved up. You can never predict what will happen in life, so having emergency savings saved up in case of emergency can be the difference between life and death. Must-do number 4. Start investing. After you build your emergency fund and put it away, you're going to want to have the rest of your money work for you. According to a survey from Bankrate, keeping money in a savings account will give you an average return of around 0.06%. In perspective, if you put in $10,000 into the bank will give you a return of $6. $6! If you keep your money in a savings account, the money will not grow for you, but investing your money will. Now, if you've never invested before, I know it can sound very scary. What if I invest into the wrong thing and lose a lot of money? What if I invest into a stock and it goes down? These are probably questions you're asking yourself. The bad news is, investing always has risk, but keeping your money in a savings account with inflation rising has even more risk. There's also good news. The good news is, there are many different ways to invest very conservatively. If you're new to investing and you're just starting out, I would invest in index funds, exchange-traded funds, and individual stocks from very established companies. Index funds or exchange-traded funds are initially funds that track a financial market index, such as the S&P 500, which tracks the 500 largest companies in the United States, or the entire stock market. The best part about index funds are that index funds hold a small percentage of a large number of companies inside the index. So you can essentially own more than 500 different companies by investing into one fund. Since you're investing in 500 or more companies, you're very well diversified, and this ultimately lowers your risk. Historically, index funds have increased in price over time due to the companies inside these funds constantly innovating and pursuing growth. Besides index funds, individual stocks from well-established companies with a lot of growth is also a safe route. I'll list some personal funds and stocks that I like here. Must-do number 5. Create multiple streams of income. When the coronavirus pandemic hit in 2020, over 3 million jobs were lost in a span of a few months. No one expected this to happen, and no one saw it coming. Many people who relied solely on one stream of income were now jobless, and because they only had one stream of income, they struggled financially. The best way to keep this from happening is to create more streams of income. You can get a second job, you can sell items online, or create your own personal brand. Whatever the case, the most important point that you need to remember is that you need to have a backup plan in case your main stream of income gets cut. Additionally, if you want to build wealth faster, increasing your income is one of the best ways to do so. 65% of millionaires have more than 3 streams of income. The key to becoming wealthy faster is not by just saving money, but increasing the income that comes in. More sources of income means that you'll be able to save and invest more. Must-do number 6. Take care of your health. Have you heard of the phrase, health is wealth? Well, it's true. If you really think about it, there's no point of being wealthy if you're not healthy. Taking care of your health early on is very important. According to a study from Harvard School of Public Health, Nearly 40% of American adults aged 20 and over are obese. 72% of adults aged 20 and over are overweight, including obesity. Now, I know most of you watching know that having an unhealthy lifestyle and not taking care of your health can lead to major health problems down the line. Being wealthy but unhealthy defeats the whole purpose of building wealth, as you will not be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor if you're not around. Go to the gym, go for a run, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, choose water over sugary drinks, and sleep well every night. I personally found out that I am much more productive and energetic when I get good rest, eat healthy foods, and go to the gym on a regular basis. There are many healthy lifestyle choices you can choose from to become a better and healthier version of yourself. Starting to build your wealth in your 20s isn't easy. It requires knowledge, focus, and consistency. But if you follow the 6 steps I mentioned, you will be in a much better place than 90% of your peers in their 20s. And you'll be very thankful that you started in your 20s once you get older. Yes, sir. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something, please smash the like button and subscribe for more future content. I have a lot of videos planned for teaching you about personal finance, so stay tuned. As always, remember, your life is truly a masterpiece. So let's get it. Catch you in the next video. Peace.